Sonic the Hedgehog, one of the greatest and most attractive characters ever thought.
No, we're not starting it like that. Also, shout out to this dude because I completely forgot about Pokemon and F-Zero. So, I don't even think I could cover Pokemon. That show has like literally gone on for decades. Anyways, back on track. Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic is without a doubt probably one of the most famous video game characters. He is easily up there with Pac-Man, with Mario, with Mega Man, with the dude on the left from Gunfight. Now, does that mean you could ask someone from like the 1600s about him? Probably not.
So basically, it's an anthropomorphic blue hedgehog that has had multiple different forms and variations in its character and appearance over about, give or take, 40 years. Any questions?
Which?
Actually, that was more of a statement.
You could probably ask anyone who's alive nowadays, and they probably will know who Sonic is. But the only reason most children would know is because, you know, yeah.
You can't keep getting away with it!
The weird thing with Sonic is, it's never been nearly as popular as Mario, but it's still gotten 6 shows. Mario had 3, and they were all basically the same show. These are all completely different shows, with different styles, different versions of Sonic in them. I mean, it's even gotten to a point where Knuckles is getting a show. So where better to start than the beginning?
You got fingers in me.
I've actually watched a good amount of the episodes in the show, and honestly, it's pretty good. It's very similar to Mario shows, episodic, but in a good way. They tell funny little charming stories every episode, and honestly, I don't really have a bad thing to say about it. And it's not like you can say, oh, this isn't how the character acts at all. There's like a million different versions of Sonic at this point. He acts this way because he's just in this show this way. And I would make the excuse for Mario, but he's basically been one character his entire series, so I don't want to even hear that argument. Probably my favorite episode ever is when Sonic sneaks into the bad guy's little plan thing to get rid of him, and he fucking helps them out. It's so on brand for him, and I love it. And also, I've always been a bigger fan of the classic kind of Sonic design. I'm saying this as someone who doesn't even play Sonic games. It's more appealing. It's the same thing with like Pikachu. When they stopped making him fat, bro, he was so fucking cute. Like, look at this thing and tell me you don't want to squish it. I'm getting sidetracked. Like I said, episodic. It's basically just Sonic and Tails trying not to get captured by Eggman. And yes, this is where Pingus comes from. If you are unaware of what Pingus is, then please leave this channel. You are entirely too young. For that intro song, I had to look through so many things titled Pingus song until I found that. There was a playlist that this was in, 44 songs long. But yeah, I'll give it 4 Pinguses out of 5. Great show. Sonic SatAM is basically the exact opposite of what Sonic Adventures is. Rather than an episodic approach or a comedy-centered approach, it's a serialized, serious story. Basically, the plot is Sonic is a part of the Freedom Fighters, a little crime-stopping organization, I guess. I don't really know how to describe it. And they're just kind of trying to take down Dr. Robotnik. And also, why is he named Julian? That's the stupidest ass name I've ever heard in my life. He is not named Julian. Imagine seeing this threatening ass motherfucker in an alleyway, and you're like, What's your name? Oh, it's Julian. But yeah, that's basically the plot. He just goes around with the Freedom Fighters and tries to defeat Robotnik. And the show isn't bad. It's just not to my liking. I just don't really buy this kind of Sonic. And I know we had the whole, Mario stayed the same, but Sonic's always reinventing himself in these shows. This is not Sonic to me. Sonic can be a lot of things, not this to me. But to a lot of people it is, so fair enough, I guess. But in general, the show is good. It's a very nice little story. Sally is not bad. I was waiting to see if I can get anyone with it. Sally is not bad, bro. Like, you're gonna look at this thing and say you wanna fuck it, bro? Are you serious?
You should reset character now.
If you simp for Sally Acorn, please go spend a night under the stars and nap there, bro. You need as much fresh air as your lungs can take. Anyway, 3 out of 5.
Triplet spawn.
The throne awaits, a seer warns of a deadly fate.
Welcome back to the epitome of the 90s. Much like Sonic Adventures, this is really stupid, but not in the, oh my god, this is the best. It's more of a, this is pretty alright. That does not excuse the really stupid plot, though. So basically, Sonic has a dead-ass mom.
Give up your children.
And I don't mean dead-ass he has a mother, I mean she's dead as shit. Editor's note, I was wrong. She's not dead. Mandela effect! And he had two siblings, a brother named Manic, and a sister named Sonia. And to save the world, they play rock music. Look, man, I'm on a level with you. It's just a shitty plot. It's conceived. It's super 90s. It's in it, not in a good way. I'm sure if you grew up with it and you grew up loving Sonic, it's probably pretty good, but not for me. Not for me. The one redeeming quality of this is Sonic's voice actor. Jaleel White is honestly one of the most underrated Sonic voice actors. Hell, I'd say the most. Side note, I just learned he plays Urkel. Urkel has voiced Sonic, and obviously Jaleel does voice Sonic in both SatAM and Adventures of, but there's something here I just really like. Maybe it's just because everything else is so crappy. So I'll give it 2 out of 5. Here we are with the first 5 out of 5, bro. Oh my god, I love Sonic X. You could not pay me to not watch Sonic X. It's such a fucking good show for no reason. The anime style theme song, oh my god, the theme song alone gives it a 5. The guns, even the characters are just great. I love the dialogue, bro. It's so, I don't even need to go in depth on this. It's obvious it's a 5 out of 5. It's Sonic X. The plot is really as basic as it comes. Sonic gets transported into the real world and has to stop Dr. Eggman with the help of a boy. Hold up. No, but actually, it's very good at subverting expectations, because you're gonna think, oh, it's probably just some generic show, but it turns out to be one of, if not the best Sonic show. Hell, I'd argue show in general, but it did kind of rip off that one canceled Sonic Extreme movie plot. If you haven't seen Diamond Bolt's video on that, please do watch that. It's actually really funny and better than anything I could make. Honestly, I'd pick a favorite episode, but I really can't. There's just so many good ones to choose from. 5 out of 5 gotta goes, I guess. I don't know. I don't really have a joke for this one. This show is the epitome of a Teen Titans Go. Obviously, beloved show didn't get canceled for this one like Teen Titans Go, but they were both reboots that started out terrible. No one liked them. They weren't clever or funny. It was very obvious it was a completely separate show with the branding just to make money. But the creators of the show used that for publicity. Made some shitty episodes for obvious publicity and because cartoon critiquers then and still now like to bitch and whine. But as the shows went on, they got better. In Sonic Boom's case, it's especially Knuckles. I love Knuckles in Sonic Boom so much. I only ever caught 2 earlier season episodes when I actually did see it on TV. But they weren't bad, they just weren't great, which is the opposite of something like Teen Titans Go's earlier seasons. But Teen Titans Go has some fucking bangers, dude. Have you heard Night Begins to Shine? Holy shit. Back to Sonic Boom. It's very basic, it's the generic, they need to stop Eggman. But this time it's a very episodic show, so it's similar to Sonic X in the way that it's not very serialized overall, and it's more of just like a goofy show. It's like if you took Sonic X and the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog and mixed them together, basically. Also, I will say, the animation in this show was very overly hated. I thought it was pretty funny. Had cartoon reviewers not blasted so much and the game not have been so dog shit, it really would have flew under the radar. Solid 3.5 out of 5. It's good, 5 out of 5. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. I watched the first episode specifically for this. Amazing animation, amazing characters, amazing just everything. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. 5 out of 5. I don't even need to do jokes. It's just really good. But yeah, thanks for watching. This is the end. If you did like it, you can like it. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't object. Next episode is Pac-Man and Mega Man. And I'm, yes, Captain N. But yeah, that's it. See ya.